You right there.
Oh. Oh, that. Oh.
I got you covered. Oh, I need to send you the link, right?
Yes.
Oh, let me cut.
You're tuned into Power Blendz 99.8.
I didn't know this.
The Trey and Keezy Show.
Okay, we stay number one. We stay number one in our category. Okay.
Mike, I'm gonna send you the link that you can post to your thing where people can see it on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you should have.
Okay. Got it.
How long is the show? An hour?
Okay, Mike, I sent it to you. You can sit there if you want to.
I'm a legend. I'm a legend. I'm a legend.
I want me to send it to Facebook.
I'm never scared of God. Tu captes téléphone. Papa, ça coûte l'école. Je fais des fourmis qui passent l'éléphant. Mais pourtant, fais pas de traîner. Mais qui carrière game d'accueillir. Yo, tout pareil, mais quand t'aimes bien. Tout en bas, comme même quand t'aimes bien. I'm a legend. 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 I'm a legend.
I am DJ Nappy Red, and y'all are listening to Conversations with Cassandra on Power Blendz 99.8.
Howdy ho. Howdy. Hey, y'all. This is Cassandra, and you are tuned into Conversations with Cassandra on Power Blendz 99.8. So listen, we are going to have an awesome talk today. So let's do this. I want to introduce the bestest DJ on the planet, and his name happens to be
DJ Nappy Red.
DJ Nappy Red. And then we're honored to have our wonderful, my baby brother in the Lord. What's your name, D?
My name be Dre.
His name be Dre. And I am doubly honored to have with us as our guest today Mr. Michael Campbell, and he is going to tell you who he is right now.
I am the president and CEO of Black on Purpose Television, BOP TV.
BOP TV. Wait a minute. Say that again. What BOP stand for?
Black on Purpose.
Black on Purpose. This isn't a happenstance. We are Black on Purpose. And you guys, if you are not familiar with it, I advise you to go to the website and find out a little bit more about it. But Mike, I want to start by having you tell me what made you come up with Black on Purpose.
So I started as getting involved in the music business, and everybody has a calling, and sometimes people never find that calling. But I found it in junior high school in the 7th grade. My teacher announced in homeroom. Y'all remember that homeroom class?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My teacher announced that we're having a talent show. So in my class, we had 2 other musicians that were friends of mine, Glenn Jones and Darryl Kelly. Darryl Kelly was a guitar player, like as good as anybody, and he was in junior high school, and he played like a grown man. He could play with anybody. And Glenn Jones, he played the bass, and his dad owned a music store. That's nice to have a band and one of the dads owns a music store.
Right.
That's always good.
That's great.
So he said, let's do this talent show. And I was playing the drums, and I said, I don't really want to do it. I don't have no drums. They said, don't worry about it. We'll find, it's
Right.
Brooklyn. We'll find some drums. We ain't worried about that.
Right.
So we did the talent show. And as a result, that was the fire under the kettle. That lit the match, right? That I said, oh, I kind of like this. I could do this forever. And that's what got me started in music. From there, I went to Erasmus Hall High School, their Institute of Music and Performing Arts. So just to give you an example, Barbra Streisand went there. Neil Diamond went there. The guy from Slave, who plays in the band Slave, he went there. D-Train, he went there. There's a whole lot of us. There's like a who's who of Brooklyn music. Went to Erasmus. And it's like a bunch of kids that play like adults. I guess they call that child prodigy, right? And the school was full of that in all phases, dance, theater, just a bunch of the most talented kids. I noticed that as I began producing, I went with my band on tour, came back, and the father of Full Force, I was riding on the bus, on the Utica Avenue bus for those Brooklynites, the number 46, right? And he said, well, Mike, what are you going to do since you're not on tour anymore? I said, well, I was thinking about producing. He said, well, look, I'm going to give you this girl's number and, tell me what you think. I think it'd be a good project for you because she needs a producer. That was MC Light.
Nice.
Nice. Right?
Wait. Y'all ain't heard nothing yet. Wait till you hear some of the people that he's produced over the years. So go ahead, finish telling the story. MC Light.
So that was my first shot at production. To be honest, I wasn't happy with the way things turned out with me and Sister Light. I learned my lesson. What do they say? They smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. So I learned a lot about that. But everything's in education as you're coming up, especially as a newbie, right? So, but the thing I noticed as I started doing music videos started coming up. So videos started integrating with music. So I noticed that we weren't having proper representation.
Who's we, Mike?
Black folks.
Okay, thank you.
Us.
Okay.
We is we.
Us and
Yeah.
Okay.
We were not having proper representation.
Mhm.
So I said it would be interesting if we could have our own show. So I had 4 girls. They were called Flavors, and they were a singing group. And I had great sponsorships with them from Yahoo and a lot of people. It was really cool. And that was when I started realizing that there was hate going on as I was trying to do things to elevate our people, right? But from the station not wanting to take our tapes because the tape was due so it could air on Saturday mornings.
Right.
And they would give me a problem. There was a lady there. She was not liking this whole unity among Black people. So as I'm there in Las Vegas, I was in Vegas at the time, and I said a Black television network. And I was listening to a song by the Last Poets, which is a famous Black group. And it said, Black, positively Black, or something like that. And I said, Black on Purpose. And I said, damn, that's a powerful name, right?
It is.
And I said, so when I got ready to set it up, I went on to GoDaddy to buy
The domain.
The domain.
Yeah.
And I said, there's no way that this domain no one's thought of it. And it was free. It was empty.
Right.
And I bought
That's
it.
nice. I like that.
Yeah.
You know, so it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay, so let me skip a little bit. I know that when we met, you told me how when you ended up getting out of the music business, how like God gave you a mandate almost that you needed to create positive television for Black folk.
That's deep.
And I remember that I told you, I said, hey, that's crazy because God had told me, I was an educator, 17 years teaching. And God said, you tell your principal you won't be back next year. And I was like, what? This is I ain't married yet now. And what? Who's going to do what?
Right.
So he said, tell your principal you're not coming back next year. He said, I'm putting you in the entertainment business.
Right.
And he said, the reason I'm doing it is because I want people to know that there are people with integrity and character in the entertainment industry. There can be integrity and character. And I was like, wow. And I remember when we first talked, that was one of the first things you said to me. You said it has to be integrity and character in the business. So you got a couple of minutes, talk to me, and then we'll come back and pick up from there.
Yeah, you know, integrity and showing us in a positive way, free from negative stereotypes. Believe me, if they could still have us on TV, shucking and jiving, looking down at the ground and shuffling our feet, they would still do it. It'd be fine with them, right? I mean, the ability for us to do that is because other people put in the work before us. Right?
Yes.
We're in this space right now because of the work that people did that allowed us to open up that door.
Yeah. And that's what I think is so important for all of us, that we realize that we need more of our stuff. We need to own the radio stations, not up under somebody, you know what I'm saying, some mother company or father company that don't care nothing about you or your community. We need to own businesses because we need to have our children, our grandchildren, and people know that we're capable of doing it, and not just doing it, but doing it in excellence. So we're gonna get more into this. Mike, when we come back in a few minutes, I want you to talk about what you see coming for us as Black people and business people. Where are we with that? So we're going to be back in a few minutes. We're going to take care of some business right now. Where are we? What we?
Yeah, Power Blendz 99.8.
Power Blendz 99.8.
That's it right there.
To the number one. I need to drop mine. 'Cause I was
Ready to
like,
stream the
wait a
number
minute.
one station.
Yeah, yours is low.
99.8 representing.
Is that good? Bring on. What's that?
Yeah, it's swing around. There you go.
So leave your cares behind. Just relax your mind. It's so easy to do this. Enjoy yourself. Right. Take your time. Take your time. Ain't nothing but a party.
Why did this
He was saying something you're not right.
No, you don't need that. Okay, you don't need that.
Get up on the floor.
It's about
Rhythm got you now. So come on, get into
satellite? Because of the transmission, right? And receiving the signal, because it goes to a satellite, and the satellite then bounces up and is picked up by receiver by whoever's going to pick it up. Internet is your cheaper way to do it, right? I have on my truck a used satellite that when you park somewhere you can shoot it up. And I'm gonna take that off. I'm gonna remove that. It's a lot of weight on the truck, and
it's not needed.
it's not needed today. If this was 1970, I'd say absolutely. We got a great thing, right? I'm trying to see if I can get somebody to buy it. That a broadcast company, right, would produce it better than we could. It's like the difference between having an internet radio station and having a full broadcast radio station, because that uses a lot more equipment and a lot more. You need a transmitter, you need all that. A good transmitter could cost you $100,000, depending on the power of it, and then you're under the rules of the FCC.
Right. Here you're not under the rules of that.
No. Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is, not a lot. Not a lot. Without somebody's platform.
Oh, that's easy to do. You don't have to be on somebody's radio platform and pay them by the money. You could do a website, and you can have the show on the website, and then you could broadcast and promote through both organic ads and paid ads to get people to come to your site and visit. You're helping to make them wealthy, and you're helping their bottom line because they're receiving your revenue.
All righty, we're back. Hey y'all, we is back. So listen, we were talking to Michael Campbell, the CEO of Black on Purpose Television Network, and I started us going in the direction, Mike, of Black business. Why? Where do you see it, and where do we need to be?
So there are a lot of challenges, especially with the current administration that's in the White House and all of those people that round up in that mission,
Right.
to erase us as much as possible.
Right.
That is their mission, right? And I believe that's going to change. The sooner the better.
Mm.
But one of the problems is Black business has a lack of capital. So I'll give you a very classic example. If we open a soul food spot, right?
Right.
All right, we could open the soul food spot, but usually we don't have enough money to sustain it
Right.
for a long period of time. White boys, I'm going to just say it like that, right?
It's cool.
They can afford, money-wise, to build the place out, do everything, buy all new stuff. We're buying used stuff. They buy all new stuff, and they can afford to say, well, I'm giving it a couple years and see how it works out. So if they don't make all their proper numbers, they got money in the bank to sustain it until it picks up. Sometimes it takes time to build momentum.
Mm-hmm.
And so if we open the soul food spot, and now after 30 days, we are now panicking because we don't have enough business.
Mm-hmm.
And where are we going to pay the next month's rent? That's not a good way to do it. But it's the only way that we've been able to do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Is to do it the best way we can. Right? But I'm going to tell you something. They know better than we know that if we're given an opportunity, we will take over. Like basketball, baseball, tennis. Now we're doing hockey. Now we're gymnastics, track and field. When given the opportunity
Absolutely.
at an even playing field,
absolutely,
we will not only excel but will dominate.
Exactly.
And that combined with the zero birth rate is a real problem.
Now think about that, guys. If given the opportunity, if we had the capital, if we would just come together and maybe just work at some of this stuff. I have seen Mexican families, right? They came in, they came in, got their green cards and started businesses. They would live 5, 10 to a house until each one, they could build up the money. Okay, then Julio, you go ahead and you and your family, y'all can get a spot, and then you help each other. Then that person gets, and then they start small businesses, and their small businesses do so much more business than Black businesses because they will work together. Guys, the whole idea behind all of this is we need to reevaluate ourselves. Go ahead, Drake.
See, the thing is with Black business, we don't support one another.
Exactly.
The Chinese support one another. The whites support one another. Everybody supports one
Jewish
another,
families,
except us.
So
this is why we can never win. We will never win because we don't support one another.
Yeah, but not only that, though, us as a whole, we don't play our position.
Right.
Right? If this is your job, that's your job. Everybody needs to play their role, and we want to play everybody else's role. We don't want to work together because we're always looking and saying, he's doing more than me. I mean, like, he's got more money than me.
Right.
It all comes down to the dollar. They know how to take that just say $20. Right? And make that $20 work. They build this situation. Once they got that one right, just like you said, Cassandra, all right, you take this situation over right here, we're going to move on to the next one. If there's 10 people in the house and everybody, once they build a business, they'll build this business up and then move to another one, and that person runs this one, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
We don't do that. We don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
Well, remember, all the other cultures, when they come here, they find a way to get black dollars from us.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
The Koreans make billions of dollars. Billions all over the world to Black folks. So when we look at our neighborhood and we see the Korean beauty supply making their money, it's happening in London, England.
Yep.
It's everywhere.
It's happening the same way in London, England.
Yeah.
So they are doing it in London and in Africa. You got Korean stores in Africa. That's crazy,
Right.
right? And if we had, let's say we had a little baseball team or a little something in the community, and we said, hey, we got to get some T-shirts together. Let's talk to some businesses and see if they'll chip in for the T-shirts. Do you think the Korean store will give you $100 or $200 to buy shirts?
Absolutely not.
Not at all.
Absolutely. No. And I actually went into a Korean store and I asked them about donating, and they were, we do our baseball and literally, no, don't do that, because I don't mean it like that, but really, she literally said we do give, but we give to our teams, our low league teams and stuff. Can you imagine? But you want our dollars, but you don't want to give anything to our community. Right. Come on now. And
they don't even,
because of fraternity.
Yeah, they don't respect us on top of that, right? So when you come in there, you can't even shop comfortably because they automatically, from day one when they open it, they think you're going to steal. So you can't even go in there comfort because they've got a certain predisposition that you're going to steal.
But see, and I don't even blame them for that. I blame white America for that, because the way that they portray us to the world is nothing like who we are. We're lazy, we steal, all of these stereotypes that are absolutely lies, absolutely. But that's what they put out. And so the world believes that that's who we are. Unfortunately, Mike, I want to go back to Bob.
Okay.
Start telling us about Bob, and we'll come back to Bob.
I just want to say one quick thing. When we were working in the plantations, when our Black women were raising their babies, when we were doing all of that and cleaning up their house and doing everything, we weren't lazy then.
We weren't lazy.
No, we were good Negroes.
Yeah.
Or they combined the word nigger with nigger. They say Negra.
House Negra. And house Negras and field Negras. And I'm gonna let you get back.
So the reason that we became lazy because we became independent. And we wanted to do our own thing. Originally, we wanted separate but equal. We did not want integration, right? But they would not give us integration. They wanted to, because if we have separate but equal, rather, if we have separate but equal, then that means we could do our own thing and they could do our own thing. We just wanted the same books, the same equipment in our schools. We wanted the same things. But they don't want that, because if we're integrated, they can monitor us.
Exactly.
If it's separate but equal, there is no monitoring.
Absolutely.
And they have monitored us still to this day.
Still doing it.
And we'll keep on doing it.
Yeah. So it's important. I want to go back again, and we're going to talk about this, Mike. Once we're going to come back in a minute. But let's say this. I believe with all my heart that we are going to, you know how the Bible says the first shall be last and the last shall be first. I believe there is a transition that is happening right now, right in the midst of all the craziness that's happening, that's going to put us on the top. But that is going to take us coming together and saying, oh, hell no. I'm going to support my Black brothers and sisters in their businesses, because when I support them, I'm going up. You understand? It benefits all of us to help the businesses to go up, our Black businesses. And I'm determined to do that and see that happen. Mike, go ahead, say something, and we're getting ready to get.
It really takes. There are a lot of Black millionaires, but they don't really support their own people, right? So they've got the money, but they get the money and they hold the money, and that Jews would not do that. Asians would not do that. Mexicans would not do that, right? We have in Georgia, Koreatown. We don't have Blacktown.
Yeah.
What up? What up? Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
I
appreciate
That's why I keep the headphones.
Yeah.
I'm a street legend.
No.
I know one thing.
I ain't gonna never ask. I ain't gonna never ask Mr. Nate what this song means today.
Oh, Lord.
But I understand. Now I understand.
Yeah, with why? Why impact like that? What do you think?
Nothing. I was just trying to figure out how to do something.
Yeah. So I think it's good. Coming across good.
Yeah, I asked that question already.
No, you ask your question when we come back.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, great.
Right. And when is the date for the more? Calendar over there. I'll write it down. I'll write it down. Because we gonna be here.
Y'all need to come. I declare y'all need to
I don't care what nobody got to do. I don't care.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
I'll be there. I ain't gonna play with you.
It's something. It's
Mike,
something.
when the show's over, I got a couple questions for you about a couple things.
A long time coming, but I know change gon' come.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all. For real.
Oh, yes it will.
That's what I am.
He said that.
Then I go to my brother, and I say, brother, help me please.
I just like
But he winds up
Well, I'm
not
getting
in
it
me.
from this side of the Capitol. Okay, so that's what she's getting beat. Is it picking up the TV the way I have it right now?
Mm-hmm.
It is that whole TV?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, howdy ho. All right, we are back with Michael Campbell, CEO of Black on Purpose Television, BOP TV. And Andre is going to ask a question. When Andre is done, Mike, I want you to tell me about the format for Black on Purpose Television Network.
That was part of my question.
Okay.
Like, I was basically going to ask you, what kind of shows it's on BOP?
Oh, yeah.
So BOP TV features the work of independent film, television. It's a collective work of everything that we do around the world. So that a brother or sister in the UK or in Africa can know what we're doing right here in this room, right? It's important to bring us all together so that one hand knows what the other hand is doing.
Right.
And that's been a common problem, that we don't have that. That is why they want to control the media. That's why people cannot, you do have wealthy brothers and sisters, but we're not allowed to buy BET. We're not allowed to buy those channels because they want to deliver the message. They want to tell us about them, and they want to tell us about us, right?
You want to control it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and that's not acceptable, right?
So basically, with BOP television is mainly like all your shows are Black on BOP TV.
Yes, we have 3 token white shows
He
on
said
Bob
talking.
TV.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it.
Okay,
I mean,
well,
you know, it
okay.
is what it is,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Because we are the ones that need the opportunity. We're the ones that need that
Right.
chance, right?
Mhm.
So by doing it this way, we're able to imagine this. We complain about the Oscars. I remember we had Oscar So White campaign, and we had all these different things. But why don't we just make our own? Why do we always need to be praised by them or be a part of their club? The Oscars were not built with black people in mind at all.
Period. Dot.
Right? And not just that, the people that elect the different shows, just like the Grammys.
Right.
I'm a voting member, but the people that vote on it, right? They're not necessarily. They try to make it for the Grammys that people have had some success in the industry to be a voting member. And I still do music, by the way, but I do it for me the way that I want, because I'm very disappointed in today's current music industry.
Trash.
Yes. So, but Bob TV allows us to do the things that we do. The criteria is positive images without negative stereotypes.
Mhm.
So I want y'all to know that the Dre and Easy show can't be on Bob TV.
Yeah, they're gonna be on there. They're just gonna clean it up. They gonna be on there, but they just gonna clean it up. So
yeah, we definitely gotta clean it up.
Well, I've had people argue with me when I first started, Bob, about why don't you make it like World Star?
No.
I said,
Jesus.
no, I'm not doing. That's not where we're going.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone can have their own little niche that they do, but our niche is positive content, free from stereotypes. So when we look at a movie, and I've had some great movies presented, right? And I'll give a shout out to one. One was called Queen Pin.
I've seen it. It's on
You've
Tubi.
seen it. It's on Tubi, right? So I appreciate them because they came to me first. Right?
Yeah.
Because they're black filmmakers.
Right.
So they want to go to the black channel. The problem for the industry with this, the streaming industry, is that I'm competing against white-owned companies that have a lot of money. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So a company like Tubi has millions of dollars.
Millions and millions.
They're owned by Rupert Murdoch. Right? Who owns Fox. Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's what
it's not black owned. It's not black owned, bro.
Nope.
That's crazy right there.
But the person that owns Fox, just think about that. Just think about that.
That's crazy. Yo, thank y'all for tuning in, everybody on my live. I appreciate that.
So that is the real trip about this, because when you go, I have Roku at home. So when I go through the Roku live channel and go, there's no black owned channels. They'll show. Do you know that the channel is called Black BLK?
What does that mean?
Black. It's supposed to be short for black. That was set up by the guy who built BET, Robert Johnson. It was his streaming channel. He sold it to AMC, the movie theater company. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
crazy.
So the big problem for channels like Bob TV, right, is they have commercials. They can show their movies and programming for free because advertisers put commercials on.
Right.
And the commercials pay for the station to operate. That's how all stations work.
Right.
But what happens is they don't want to advertise on black-owned stations.
Right.
They won't advertise on black-owned channels.
So that's why you have to do subscriptions.
Okay. They have an unspoken pact. Right. That we're not going to do nothing that helps black people come up.
That's crazy.
Right? And that's what's going on right now. That is the dilemma, for any black-owned streaming channel or any black-owned anything in media.
Okay, so let's Mike talk about how many channels does Bob have, and some names. What are some of the channels in those in the amount of channels that you have?
Okay, so unlike other channels, we are a network with 40 different channels, right? So there's a health channel, there's a movie channel, a sports channel. We have a channel that's called Missing and Exploited that shows Black people that are missing and that go missing. We show, there's a fashion channel, HBCU channel, Caribbean channel, Afro Latino channel, African channel. It's 40 different channels.
Within those channels, you have other channels within those channels.
So you open it up, and then you have the different selection, and you pick whatever you want. And when you click on, let's say you want
the Drain Easy Show.
Right.
Radio.
So you would click radio.
Right.
And then when you scroll down, you would see the show, and you click on it and check it out.
Yeah.
So I'm a little confused right now, right? Because Miss Cassandra was asking you about the channels, right? But you were naming some of the channels with them. So my question is to you, like, what is your position in Bob?
What is my position in Bob?
Oh my gosh. So just like with many things Black, especially business, it's not like a big white company where you have so-and-so is the director of public affairs and that's all they do all day. When you're a Black organization, you do some of
multiple.
Everything. You may have a title, but you also pulling cables, connecting microphones,
whatever,
operating cameras, whatever you know. Right? You know.
Yes, I do.
Exactly.
So what role are you playing?
Well, my official title is new content. Okay, so when somebody wants to put a show on, Bob, there are criteria that they have to meet. So you would send me your movie, send me your show, and then I would watch it and check it out. Then I would go to Mike, and he would give that final approval. Yeah, that can be on Bob. But I'm telling you, if you're talking about and that whore, no, it's very likely you probably ain't gonna get it on because we want to upgrade you, baby. Let us upgrade you, you know? So, and we have to look at each other differently. I don't want people to think that all we do is screw each other, deal drugs. Come on. We do more than that. We're bigger than that. We're better than that. So that's what we're trying to promote on Bob.
Hold on. So let me ask both of y'all a question, right? So you do know in the world today, as far as radio, podcast, whatever it is, this is the way how their ratings stay high because they do things like the Dre and Easy Show.
Okay, let me.
So
go ahead. Let me speak to that.
Go ahead.
And music is a great example. I see it. Yes. So music's a great example. If I made a record and I called it "Shake That Ass,"
that's a hit record,
and I had enough money to pay off the radio stations. Let's be real about that. Right. If I had enough money to pay off the radio stations, they'll play that. Now, if I came in with another song that said, I love my family or celebrate the Black family, it would not get played.
Right.
My point exactly. That's what I'm trying to explain.
That is because the station, most of them are white owned, right? Even though they have Black hosts and Black whatever, they're white owned.
Mhm.
So when you talk about things like what is the big what is the big radio chain?
iHeart.
iHeart is not black owned, but they do have a lot of black shows,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So I think that, we have to really be willing to take the time to have our own.
Mhm.
My biggest problem is filmmakers need money. Black filmmakers need money.
Absolutely.
You're right.
And so they got the problem for them is culture versus money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They want to do things for black culture, but they need money too.
Absolutely.
And the other people, they got the money, but no culture.
Absolutely. Well, listen, we're going to come back with Michael Campbell, CEO of Black on Purpose Television Network.
That's right.
And
It
is Power Blendz 99.8.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Is that you said that was picking up the TV?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm looking at it
on live.
99.8. The takeover is real. Please call me in 470.
You can move it a little closer if you want to.
Okay.
Move it closer now.
Stay tuned.
Thank y'all
Go out
for
this way a
tuning in
little
again, man. For real.
Now, come on.
Conversations with
Right there, that's
Cassandra.
good.
That's what that is right there. Hey. So, I have a movie. I just need funding.
Everybody.
Nah, like, this movie I have.
I had
No. He's saying, yeah. It's just everybody needs the money. That's the part.
See, the
But
thing is,
yeah, I know you got the movie.
the thing is, I could have sold it.
It could be a great movie.
Right. Like, I could have sold it to, what's that place? I could have sold it to them, but I didn't. And the reason for me not selling it to them is because once they give me that check, I have nothing. I can't get nothing from it.
Tubi gives between $3,000 and $5,000.
Why would I do that?
Right? And what happens is, and here's how, why are we so obligated to white folks? When I say to brothers that got their movies on Tubi, yo, why don't you send me that contract? I want to see what their contract looks like. I don't know if I should do, I don't know if Massa would approve of that. So I have to deal with that.
Right. Right.
Because the first thing and I have to sell culture, because I can't sell money. I can't say, if I could say, we'll give you $10,000 to air your movie. Oh, they'd be lined up outside and around the block and down, all the way down the Piedmont Road.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what they have over us. Our lack of capital and their ability to raise capital allows them to buy back. Like I was talking to a guy in Jamaica. I saw a movie the other night on Tubi. It was amazing. It was an amazing movie, right? And I sent him a message. He hit me up, and he's like, "So how much are we talking about?" Right? Because that's the question, right? And so when I was talking about the culture, right, and that you got to work with me for a little while till I could build it up, they don't want to hear that.
So they want a lot of people just looking for instant gratification.
Mm-hmm.
They want to see what can you put in my hand right now. It's not, and then it's not anything about culture. They don't care anything
Nah,
about
that's being
culture.
like, you're not helping me if I'm asking for the bag right now.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not helping me. Yeah.
Howdy, y'all. This is Conversations with Cassandra, and this is, of course, Cassandra. Join me on Blendz 99.8. And we are back in the studio with the bestest DJ on the planet.
Thank you very much.
Yes, he is.
Thank you
Yes,
very
he
much.
is. And one of our owners. What's your name be?
Dre, what's happening?
His name be Dre. And the CEO of Black on Purpose Television Network, Michael Campbell. Now, Mike, you were telling us about Bob TV and what it contains, and how do we make Black on Purpose the biggest thing out there? Because I feel like Bob TV is amazing, and that we need that type of television or that type of network. I'm not talking just a television channel. I'm talking about an entire network. We need that, and we need that for our community.
So, what has grown us to become the largest Black-owned streaming network was the thing that we still need, which is cooperation. Cooperation between filmmakers, cooperation between people that want to have their own shows, understanding that this is Black and this is going to take time to build and to grow. Do not expect the money that the white man can pay you. That is his advantage, and that is what keeps filmmakers and other creative people in bondage, is because we depend upon his money and we never build anything for us. And in order to build something for us, it is going to take some time, but we have been sacrificing as a people for a long time. So if we can just come together, and right now we have over 10,000 movies. But movies in Atlanta and many other cities are being made all the time. But with Tubi and other channels, they have the cash to give content creators right away. So my advantage is I don't make the deals exclusive. So when a filmmaker signs with me and gives me his movie or show, then I can turn around. He can go to whoever else he wants. He can go on Tubi. He can go on, do whatever he wants with it. But it's also on Bob TV.
And that is unique within itself, because you're not going to find networks that will allow you to do that.
Right.
It ain't happening.
No,
it just ain't happening. They want that's it. The beautiful thing about Bob TV, and I'm excited because I actually have a show that is going to be on Bob. Hello, somebody. My own. I created it. I write it. I direct it. And it is amazing. And it's called Miss Fanny's Neighborhood.
I'm on there.
Okay, yeah, you are. Yeah,
I'm
he's
on there.
Yeah.
Nappy's on there. He's on there. Power Blends, we on there.
We're on there, that's right.
I'm on there.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to Miss Fanny's Neighborhood coming out. And one of the ideas that Mike has, and I'll let him talk a little bit about it. One of the ideas that Mike had is that we would have a Black on Purpose Awards every year. So all of those movies, all of those singers, all of those comedians, we would give out awards, our own Oscar, everything. We would give out awards in every category every year. That from us. And we're not looking for approval from anybody else. It would be from us.
We are celebrating ourselves, and we don't celebrate ourselves enough.
We don't.
It's very important. So as we do this and as we grow, getting people that's willing to, there's no need for us to be validated by the other people when we could go ahead and celebrate ourselves. You know, we won a Grammy. I've won tons of awards, but when I got an award, I flew out to Memphis and received an award called the Stone Award. Right?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Okay. Yeah, and I received that award, and that meant a lot to me because it was a Black organization giving a Black award, right? Not one that's pretending to be Black, that's financed by non-Blacks, right? Because sometimes when you get their money, you also are locked in to do what they say.
Even in the music industry, Mike, and tell us some of the people you produced.
Oh gosh. Okay, so
that we would know.
Okay, so I had two bands. One was called the New Experience Band, and one was called High Voltage. And High Voltage became the premier backup band for most of the disco artists during the 70s and R&B artists as well. So
that's impressive.
So everyone from Evelyn Champagne King, Donna Summer, Vicky D, who made the song "This Beat Is Mine," Tana Gardner, "Heartbeat," "You Make Me Feel So Weak," just tons of artists.
So that was you that on that song.
Yeah, I didn't play on the record. My band was a touring band.
Gotcha.
And remember when I mentioned that I had come off the road and then got into producing.
Right, I got you.
Right. So I started out as a touring musician. And that's cool when you are 20.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
But that road is rough.
Oh yeah.
I know.
We know about the road.
Yeah, we definitely know about the road.
You know, cold hamburgers and hot drinks.
No, that's for real though.
So with all that we've said today, it's Black History Month. Right? It's ending tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the last day. What is it? What's a message, guys? And I want you to tell me, what do you think is a good message for us to give to our community about making Black history? How do we make our own Black history?
I'm gonna say, whatever you're doing, whatever you got going on, keep pushing. Don't give up. Don't quit.
That's good. That's good. Because a lot of people do quit.
Yeah,
and you might be, sometimes you're right there at the brink of getting your breakthrough and you give up. Oh my God. Yeah.
So for me, I'm gonna just say this to y'all, man. Stay positive. Keep God first and help one another. It's only one chief, you know what I'm saying? And like Nappy said earlier, everybody in our situation, in our culture, want to be the chief. You got to be the Indian sometimes. You got to come together. You got to help one another.
Yeah.
You know, so like me personally, there is no chiefs here.
Yeah.
There's no chiefs here. We all Indians trying to work together and try to get to the top.
Yeah.
So I don't look at it no other way.
For each other.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. That is always my mentality. And Sister JJ, y'all, everybody knows Sister JJ. Yeah. Sister JJ has a saying, and it's cooperation over competition. We need to learn how to collaboration over competition, because we compete so much against each other.
For no reason.
You can't, for what?
That was a learned behavior.
I know.
Yes.
That's a learned behavior.
Yeah.
Back on the plantation, when you told your friend you're getting ready to escape, he'll go and tell master, and you'll say, after you got your ass whipped, he'll say, why did you tell master that I was escaping?
Right.
He'll say, because I didn't want to be by myself here.
Right.
That's crazy work. Oh my
Pulling you
God.
down.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Pulling the
work.
crab. You know how the crabs are in the
Yeah,
barrel.
that's it.
Pulling each
That's
other back in,
exactly.
brother.
That's exactly it.
Who made the barrel?
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Yes, the masses.
yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So we just have to get to a point where we are learning to love ourselves, because if you love yourself, then you can be concerned about somebody else, and
right.
seeing our people as a whole. And I'm talking Black people, brown people especially. We have to really come together,
Yeah.
because right now the attack is on us.
Yeah.
The attack, everything Black, everything brown in this country right now,
It's not gonna
they
be-
are, man, unless we come together.
And like Mr. Mike said, it's the leadership
Yep.
of
Yeah.
our country. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like,
It's always been that way.
Yeah.
right. So like, come on, man. We got to stand together. Like, we can't wait for once
Yeah.
a year or once every 4 years for
Yeah.
the Man March.
Yeah,
Work.
yeah.
We have to work
Work.
together.
Together, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Work
come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, hey, it's a business. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, it's a business.
Mhm.
Like, we had Mr. Nathan here. That's a legacy.
Yep,
You
absolutely.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like we gotta support one another instead of going out there buying $300 sneakers and $6,000 Louis Vuitton shoes. Those folks don't care about that.
No, no. And don't make them respect you
Yeah,
or
man,
anything
right.
else. You can forget that. Mike, I want to give you the last couple of minutes and close us out. What do you got to say?
Visit boptv.com, BOPTV.com. We are getting ready to relaunch soon, not just in the US, but now Africa. And I wish we had more time to discuss Africa and what that means to all of us, for us to all understand our history, because they're not aware of it there. And that's a problem.
Listen, I ain't trying to take your guess, but you can also bring him on the dream.
Oh, Lord.
Listen, no.
Is y'all going to bring it down, though?
Of course we will. It's a 4-hour show, so we can talk more.
I don't think Mike would mind.
Yeah,
he let his
he's
hair
a
down.
big boy.
He let his hair
Yeah,
down
I
a little
guess. Yeah. But I definitely appreciate you, Mike, coming on and talking about Black on Purpose.
Yeah, I like
when we're right here at the end of the day. And we want to say we appreciate Power Blendz 99.8 and this team. Woohoo!
Appreciate you. Mike, it's always a pleasure
man.
with seeing you, brother.
Thank
Always
you.
a pleasure.
Same here.
All right, y'all.
We're out. We're out.
Love, peace, and hand grease.
Next,
Power Blendz.
what, tomorrow?
Yeah.
12 to 4.
12
Dre and Heezy show.
Y'all know it.
4:30, 6:30.
Y'all know it, y'all.
Social experience. Power Blendz 99.8.
Okay. That was good, Mike. Thank you for coming and sharing. I've been